Greetings people, market is up and we got some updates for a couple different projects we talked about. First Sonic, then something for Orange Web 3 and then also Myria after that. Now over the last week or so I mentioned that the Sonic had an upcoming whitelist sale which now concluded as they had not just the whitelist collection but also the sale that happened. In short, for the nodes that they sell over here, Tier 2 through Tier 8, which is cheaper than, any other tier after, was sold through that whitelist sale between $166 and $248. But now since yesterday the public sale is officially live, which means if you didn't get into any of those tiers here, you can now buy it starting at Tier 9. If you check the website though, we're now in Tier 11. So we're still cheaper than most nodes out there, but compared to Tier 2 in the whitelist, it's almost twice the price. I would encourage you to watch any of those two videos as they go into more depth on what they do, but they are Solana based and they do this picture over here in which they make things that operate on their chain a lot faster, while also having the ability to deploy dApps from EVM chains directly into Solana. So they use lots of complicated words to explain to you that you are allowed to give them money, buy a node, and then get rewards for all the computation and work that is being done in here. And based on their funding that they have up here, worth 16 million total, 12 million in Series A and 4 million from the private round they had before, plus the most likely upcoming OKX listing in about a month from now. This has lots of great partners and green flags. In short, give them money, you get some passive income, hopefully get a return on investment of, I would guess like 4 to 6 months, and then get more and more funny internet coins that you can redeem for money. And who doesn't like that? Yay. Link for that down below. As we are in Tier 11 already, it would mean that we have about, like 35 to 40,000 nodes that have been sold already. So the hype and demand is definitely there, which is a good sign. Plus with TGE and listing coming up in the next month or so, this is something where you can get your money out fairly quickly. Now for the rewards though, you will get a different token first that you can farm and then redeem for the actual token. And if you claim your tokens earlier than 30, 120 or 180 days, you only get a certain percentage of them paid out. So it doesn't like launch up here and then dumps immediately, but it's more like that. So it stays stable for longer. They've also launched the initial node sale for I think Tier 1 on Delysium on their notepad. And that right now is going well. Still, from all the nodes out there, Delysium is by far my favorite one, mostly because I have a bunch of nodes and they generate me quite a few tokens on a daily basis, with over 2 billion tokens still in locked supply, which gets released over time. So while Sonic is a pretty good choice, especially for affordable nodes right now, still to this day my favorite node of all time is Delysium. While they built the blockchain for AI and AI for humanity, we again mostly focus on the part where it says get a node. In this case their nodes are called DMA, but they come at a higher price, $2,725 a piece, which is a lot more than $300 for a Sonic node here. However, Delysium is already established, you can see the market cap, and on a daily basis you get like 20 tokens give or take, which is only worth $2.60 with the current price. But I don't think it's too far-fetched that it goes back to all-time highs and above, meaning instead of $2.60 a day, you would make more like $13 to $16 a day per node, which would then, from the future point of view, put the return on investment of any of these nodes at like 7 to 8 months. And as one YouTube man, seeing what other YouTube people talk about, I've seen that despite the current price and the drop from all-time highs down like 80 something %, people still buy these actively in order to grow their whole passive income side of things. I still like this one quite a lot, but not financial advice, which is obvious. Next up, Orange Web 3, something we haven't talked about in almost 2 months or so. They recently had some announcements that I think are pretty interesting. For example, they launched a mobile gaming platform. Based on the hashtags in here, they are focused on UGC, user-generated content, which might be one of those upcoming narratives that becomes more and more valuable over time. We're giving us tools for gaming, AI, and metaverse, which if we check the different categories up here with gaming, AI, and metaverse somewhere mixed in between, seems to go up quite a lot. They had a more detailed article over here that I will skip through in order to explain to you what happened, but I will also have this one linked down below so you can read this one step by step. They talked about the testnet tournaments with new games and fierce competitions dropping every week. There are 2 tokens available in there, Go3 and Orange over here that powers the ecosystem, which are both listed on Gate and MaxC, for which Orange is listed on Gate.io and MaxC, where the Go3 tokens can only be earned by playing tournaments on Orange games. There are weekly tournaments, there's a leaderboard, and there are prizes as well as payouts, and in order to join the tournament, you visit the site, click connect, choose your wallet, and enter. It's almost like you connected to a website before with your wallet, and that's how it works in here. They also show you how to add the orange test into MetaMask, for which you simply copy paste these things when you click on add custom network. And you can then do the usual testnet mechanics where you request some tokens, import them, and can then start playing and participating in orange games. Last time, a bit over a month ago, we talked about the leaked roadmap for them, as well as when the nodes launched over here, which also means, as it fits for this video, you can still purchase keys, basically nodes, which are sitting at 12 AVAX each, which is about $320 over here. So similar how we talked about Sonic in the beginning, about the same price for a key in Orange or a node for Sonic. Now for Myria, over the past month, they had a milestone celebration where they gave away not just a couple $100 in Myria tokens, but also a free node, which at the moment is $6,400. So for the guy who won down there, good job, free money for that. They had an article on gate.io's learn page as a deep dive for Myria, which talks about all the technical details for scalability solutions, decentralized governance, and all the fun stuff. And over the past week, the token still sits at around a quarter of a cent, while being up 50% since last year. Now, because everything takes time, and they had the past couple years in order to build everything, once the market does more than, 5% in a week, and we go back to those 10, 20, 50% swings, and gaming becomes the forefront again when it comes to crypto, then I see this price removing a zero and then going up. And once that happens, we're all happy. But until now, they're just slowly building, they're doing all the boring stuff. And while we are mostly used in crypto that a token is somewhere here and then announcement, hype, announcement, hype, announcement, hype, and everything goes up by like 20, 30, 50% in a single day, the projects that are more sustainable and long term, they go like that and then like this. And whenever that happens again, this run, I will be prepared. Because I'm farming my tokens for months now. I just keep them in my wallet, and whenever the price goes up by a lot, and more games get onboarded and produced not just by Myria Labs and the studios behind it, but also having more clients that build with them, then price goes up, everybody's happy. That being said, for the market in general, things are looking well, but they could look better. I think yesterday we hit 65k really quickly, and then it went back down to like 62, 63. But with the American elections coming up, with Token 2049 in Singapore being over now, and people getting back to work, I think price goes up. Plus, if we simply look at this thing, and it does the exact same thing every 4 years, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, it's probably gonna go up again. And if this man says the same things, which looks really trustworthy over here, and he talks about how things are going up, then it must be true. Plus, without even watching this video yet, I'm pretty sure you will talk about Super again. Superverse, okay, it's right there, which is pretty obvious. Now, I started buying this about a month and a half ago, right here, at like 65 to 70 cents. And since then, we are up a lot. You know what I do with the extra money that I made with that? I bought notes. And then I also bought, and there's a hidden secret coin, it's called Bitcoin. Because here's why. Last cycle, I was all about, let's buy the altcoins that have the 2050 200x potential, and then it goes up and then it goes down, and you keep on holding on forever, which is stupid. So instead, half the profit I make on altcoins, I put into this one and do absolutely nothing with that, which is quite boring, but it's a lot better for your mental health and for your perception on crypto if your portfolio dips by like 5 to 10% a day, not by 50. Would recommend. Links to everything down below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you fairly soon when I maybe wear a hoodie too like Alex Becker.